Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everyone is well. It's warm. In the background, the fan is on in my bedroom, so sorry about the noise. My name is Cecilia, or Mama C. This is Hooked by Mama C. Yeah, my name is Cecilia. Thank you for joining me. And this is my version. I know it's a bit, I left it very tight. It's a really tight time-wise. Today is the 31st of the 7th, 2024. And this is my version of Christmas in July, but I'm calling it Paying It Forward with Christmas in July crochet. And I'll explain why. I don't do tutorials. I'd get myself too worked up and stressed out. Sorry, I thought my dog was outside. I'm just looking out the window. I get myself too worked up and stressed out, so I don't do tutorials. So I thought it would be a nice gesture to pay it forward and talk about the people that do tutorials that I have learned from for Christmas, bits and pieces that I've made over the last couple of years and that I'm making this year. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to show off some of my makes, and the creators or the people that the YouTubers that do the tutorials or have the tutorials. So to me, that's paying it forward. I believe in paying it forward. It's such a lovely thing. If everybody did it in the world, it would be fantastic. You know, if somebody does something for you, not that you're looking for something, that you do something for someone else and carry on. It's like a smile. A smile is contagious. So if I smile at you, standing looking at you, you'll smile, and then you'll pass it on, basically. Or your attitude. When I was in sales, my mantra was, attitude is contagious. Is yours worth catching? So I want to apologize before we go any further. I was supposed to do this at the weekend. I had a very, very tough few days. Grief is we won't say it, but there's valleys, waves of it. So the last few days have been really, really tough. And I was getting myself into a panic because I wasn't getting this done. So I calmed down, asked the angels and Sean, my son, to help me to put it together. So here we go. So I'm going to start off first off paying it forward and showing off a few little bits and pieces that I've made over the years and that I make for gifts. So I'm going back, I suppose, to my first Christmas of crocheting, and I have some little bits. Sorry, now I'm just grabbing them, so I'll be jumping around. So these are little snowflakes. They're a bit battered now, with a little button in the middle. You can see them. Tiny little snowflakes made with DK yarn, and a little button in the middle and the little string on top. Now they do, when they're done, and these have been kind of bunched up, put away, so when they're done and you block them, they're beautiful. And they come from they're lovely for the tree, or to hang around somewhere, or just to give as a little gift to someone for their tree. And that's what I actually do that sometimes. And I also, oh my goodness, I'm missing something. I apologize, just one second. Oh, they're here. So the snowflakes, sorry, that's not it. I beg your pardon, hold on. Okay, I'm going to start again. Apologies for this, because I have my list written down in my notebook and I started in the wrong place. So just for me and less confusion. So I'm starting off with the mighty Mile a Minute. Now these are patterns that you can make. Some of these patterns you can make them any time of the year. I made a Christmas blanket out of it quite a while ago. So here it is, and I will put pictures up at the end of the video so that you can see them. So this is the Mile a Minute blanket I made, if you can see, and I used vintage kind of Christmas colors with wine, cream and Christmas green Isn't it pretty? Now I'm not into tassels, so I didn't put tassels in it. And I used, just one moment please. Apologies about that. You speak to everybody in the house and tell them that you're recording a video, and then they come knocking on the door. So, this is the mile a minute. And I made it with an Aran weight yarn with the Christmas colours. I like the vintage colours, wine, cream, and kind of a fern green, which is beautiful together, I think anyway. So I will put pictures up. And this was the tutorial by this of this was by Jaden Stitches. Jaden Stitches. She's amazing. She taught me how to start with crochet with the granny square. So yeah, so this is it. Now there's loads and loads of tutorials for mile a minute on YouTube. So all you have to do is type it in. But Jaden Stitches is an amazing teacher. She just takes her time. Isn't it beautiful? So I'm very pleased. I was very pleased. I was delighted with myself when that came out. And you do it in strips, and then you crochet them all together or sew them together. I'm trying to work out what I did. Or you can make it as one. But I think they're gorgeous. I think they're really, really beautiful. You can make the strips, take your time, and that's why it's called mile a minute, because you do one in a few minutes, basically. Done. So that's the first one, first blanket. So I'm going to mark that off on my list because I forgot. So Jaden Stitches, if you check her out, she's amazing. She has tutorials for everything, absolutely everything. And she's amazing for beginner stuff as well, which is fantastic. If you're new to crochet or you're only learning or a bit nervous. So try that out. And then there's the snowflake scarf. Now I fell in love with this. I wanted something to match on my fireplace. I wanted a garland, but I didn't want to, you know, I just wanted something special. So I said, I'm going to try this. So this is called the Snowflake Crochet Scarf, and it's by the sparkly one, which is it's lovely. Just one moment and I get that out of my reach. So the sparkly one, yeah, I think, yeah, this is it. The crochet scarf by the sparkly one is the name of the channel. And I wanted a garland for my fireplace, so I made one with this pattern. Can you see? It's very long. And I made it in the same colorway as, and I did put tassels on the bottom of this, and it looks fantastic on the fireplace. I put it up in the fireplace with string lights, battery string lights in between, and light it up. It's gorgeous. I have a video actually showing all the bits, those bits. So yeah, this was a bit of a challenge for me at the time. But once I got started, it flew, and it's beautiful. I think it's just lovely the way she has it on the tutorial, and how you pick up, you know, make it wrap it around itself, coil, and it's gorgeous colours. Isn't it gorgeous? I think it's so lovely. I made bows as well to clip off them, and I just clipped them on with a little. Isn't it gorgeous? I'm so pleased with that. And that's by Snowflake. Sorry, that's by Sparkly one. It's called the Snowflake Crochet Scarf. The sparkly one. Or just Sparkly one. That's her channel. And she does beautiful stuff. Beautiful pieces, bits and pieces. But I fell in love with this, and I just got an idea when I was watching her making the scarf, and I said, you know what? I think I'd get a garland out of that, so I did. And again, I used Aran weight yarn, wine, cream, and the kind of fern green. So that's that one. Thank you so much to the sparkly one. I can't remember her name, I didn't write it down, but all you have to do is check it out on her channel. So that's the second piece. These I thought were just beautiful. Again, I love vintage. Just excuse me for a second. No, I don't. I normally have a blanket on my bed or a throw, but it's been too warm, so I took it off. So these are Christmas stockings, and because I love the vintage and I was looking for a vintage kind of style for myself, these are them. Aren't they sweet? And the little button. Aren't they just gorgeous? And I hang them, they're Molly and Abby's, and I hang them on the side of the fireplace with my garland. And they're hanging down. And they're just, I think they're just beautiful. Such vintagey style stockings. Christmas stockings. And I love them. And do you know something? When you make things like this, it's just, you pass it down generations. If they're passed down, looked after and passed down generations, they turn out beautiful. Like it's an heirloom to hold on to and pass them on. Aren't they beautiful? I think they're just gorgeous. And they're made by HEC Tanuga 1 Christmas stockings. Aren't they gorgeous? And there's a lovely, you can there's plenty of room to put anything in if you need to put it. If you want to put something small in, you know, or you want to stuff them out, you can put cotton or you know, stuffing into them if you want to make them fuller while they're hanging. Aren't they pretty? I can't say the name. HEC Tanuga 1. I think that's right. So thank you, HEC Tanuga 1, for the beautiful stockings. I love them, and I think they make a great present as well. And definitely heirloom. Definitely heirloom. Beautiful. So that's them. Oh, I love this. Okay, so this, they all need a bit of a freshen up. Cozy Granny's Table Runner by Fiberflux. Now you can do this in any yarn. You can do all of them in any yarn you want to. I like Fiberflux. She does some lovely patterns and some lovely tutorials. I love this shawl scarf that she does that has a hole in it, and you make it really thick and then you tuck it into the hole. It's really pretty. I've made quite a few of those for gifts. So this is called Cozy Granny's Table Runner by Fiberflux. Just make sure I have it turned the right way. So you make the little hexagons. There, you make the little hexagons. See if you can see it. With the tassels. Again, I'm not a lover of tassels, but because it was Christmas, I don't know why, I just not a lover making them. They're beautiful on, but I just not a lover making them. So you make your hexagons and you sew it together, and you pick your colours, whatever colourway, or whatever yarn you want, and away you go. And I also made these little coasters. These little coasters, granny coasters, for the coffee table, just like decoration. So I actually put the table runner and the coasters on my coffee table in the living room. Aren't they pretty? And they're so easy to make, and you can make as many as you like. You can make sets and give them as gifts, any colours, and of course you can make them any time of the year. And you can make the table runner any time of the year. It's such a lovely gift for anybody, and very, very easy to put together. And that's why it's called Cozy Granny's Table Runner by Fiberflux. So thank you, Fiberflux, for a gorgeous, gorgeous table runner and coasters. I'm going to take a drink of my coffee. Oh, this is my mug. It was a gift from a dear friend at Christmas. Holding it together with crochet. with crocheting. Isn't it beautiful? And it looks like a ball of yarn. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah's a lovely person. She's her two daughters are friends with my daughters, but over the last couple of months she's been amazing, amazing support. So that's Cozy Granny's Table Runner by Fiberflux. And the bows, where are the bows? This is one of them. So this is one of the Christmas bows. You can make them large or small or put them on the tree. I have two little ones that go on the side of my garland. Aren't they beautiful? Very simple. The little thing to hang them. So, and this is by Bella Coco. A lot of you have probably heard of Bella Coco. She's such, oh my god, she's amazing videos as well. They all have absolutely beautiful videos. So this is a little bit Christmas bow. Where are the little ones? There. And these are little ones, look. And I put little spiral thingies on them so they hang at the side of the garland, down at the side of the fireplace. You can see them. I just made this, and then I made the spiral the same as the similar to the garland, and they're very pretty. I think they're lovely. They're sweet. If you wanted to add a little decoration somewhere. So the bows are Bella Coco. Thank you, Bella Coco, for the bows. I beg your pardon. This is one of my favorites. Well, I love them all, but this is one of my favorites. Oops. Sorry about that. Oh my god. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, so this is the 12-point Christmas tree skirt. Grass, somebody's cutting their grass outside. So this is, I know you can't see it all now. Just hold it up. I have it folded over. So it's very simple, all nearly all double crochet. You can use any yarn for it. I used, again, the 4-weight. And then we have little buttons down the side. Oh, there's one broken. I'll change that. There's little buttons down the side that it buttons closed, and it looks really good. And you can make it as big as you like. I think I need to make a bigger one because our tree is pretty big. I got a new tree there last year. It's kind of, well, it's, and it's isn't that gorgeous? And it's so simple, very easy to make, very, very easy to follow. And it just, another heirloom, I think would be, it's amazing. I think they're just amazing gifts or decorations for ourselves. And Jada, again, I've spoke about Jada a couple of times. Jada and Stitches 12-point Christmas tree skirt. I will put photographs on. Isn't it pretty? It's gorgeous. And when it's buttoned, it looks really classy, you know, very vintage. But you know, you can do your own thing with them, obviously. And again, same yarn for those. I was going with a vintage theme, I suppose. So thank you so much, Jaden Stitches. I really appreciate all your help over the years, and I just wanted to give you a shout out. So that's that one. So I know this video is going to be a bit longer than I normally do. So this is, now I have made quite a few of these. This one is a bit battered, but like I give them as gifts, or I put them on to gifts, you know, for Christmas, or you can use them as Christmas tree decorations. And this is called the Christmas Angel. She's a little battered, if you can see her. Isn't she cute? Get it to focus. Come on, focus. Isn't she cute? Now I made that with sparkle. You can't see the sparkles. And her little wings. So that is by It's Christmas Angel by Crochet Jewel. I sometimes like little things. I'm not a lover of very small and delicate things because of my hands, but I thought these were just so cute. You know, you can make a bunch of them and put them in with people's gifts, or as gifts, as just little Christmas tokens for people. You know, they're lovely. So thank you very much. Crochet Jewel is the lady that owns that channel. Thank you for that. And these, I love these. I still have a few left over from last year. These are Christmas wreaths. Other little gifts. A little bit now. These are very simple to make. If you have, if you have, you know, you want to give little gifts or quick gifts that you've, you know, maybe forgotten something, or even for your tree. I think they're just adorable. Look at them. Look at the bow and the little button. Crocheted with love is written on the button. Very easy stitch, and you use little hair ties for them. You could actually make them as hair ties if you wanted to, but just I think they're just so sweet, beautiful little gifts. And I make these nearly every year. It's called the Crochet Wreath, and it's by Zeal's Creation. I can't pronounce that, but I apologize. It's ZHIELLE Creation. But I will put all the links in the description below, so that you can see all the links. Isn't it gorgeous? And it's the cutest little thing, like just little tokens, even, you know, for teachers or your doctor secretary, or your, you know, just little tokens to say thank you, or the postman. Or they're just sweet. I think they're so sweet. I'm sitting at my desk. I bought a vintage desk, secondhand, and I have it in my room in front of my window. I want to strip it down and paint it. I think I was around in a past life, in vintage times, you know, because I love, I absolutely love like Downton Abbey and things like that. Love it. And I love the 1950s as well. Called The Midwife, you know, that movie, that series is gorgeous. I just like the vintage stuff, and I'm a 50s girl. I mean, if I was having a dress, if I was going to something special, I love the 50s style dress with the underskirt flared out. Oh my god, they're stunning, so stunning. So anyway, that was Christmas Wreath by, I'm trying really hard to pronounce this, Zeal's Creation. I'm pronouncing it wrong, so I apologize. It's ZHIELLE Creation. Thank you so much for the lovely idea of the Christmas wreaths, or crochet wreaths. So this one, again, this is by Jaden Stitches. It's a festive table runner. Now, I've made a few of these in white and different colours. You can make them actually for any time of the year with whatever colour you want and whatever yarn you want. But I was making, so this is it. This is the table runner. If you can see, it's a very simple stitch. It's double crochets mainly, and chains and single crochets. Isn't that cute? As a table runner or on top of a unit, I think they're just sweet. I used a cotton, but it was a 4-ply or a weight 4 cotton, and I didn't like it. And let's be honest, I don't like the feel of the way it is. I can't remember the name of it, but it was really, I found it tough to crochet with it. But the pattern, very simple. If you wanted something quick as a gift, you could run up, you know, a nice long one as a Christmas gift, or a gift at any time of the year. That needs to be blocked again now because they've been folded away. Isn't it pretty? Again, it's a bit brighter than the green is a bit brighter as well, different real Christmassy colours. And that again is called the Festive Table Runner, and she has it in white on her channel, Jaden Stitches. Thank you very much. Beautiful, beautiful table runner, and I have used that pattern quite a few times. I made them in with this pattern. She has also doilies, and I've made these, but they're not the Christmas ones. I give them as Christmas present, but I made them these for my kitchen. My kitchen is as you can see, grey and lime green. They're pretty. So they're Jaden Stitches as well. I can't remember I haven't written down the name of these, aren't they lovely? They need to be washed and blocked again. Aren't they pretty? Or you can use them as pot holders. You know, you can use them as this as a pot holder. It doesn't have to be a table mat. You can make them bigger, you know, as for placemats. You can make them bigger as a centerpiece for like your centerpiece, yeah, for your table or coffee table or under your plants. They're just lovely, and you can use them as a dishcloth. You can use them as, well, I use them as underneath photographs and things in the kitchen, and they're pretty. And these ones I use like under my fruit bowl and things like that. So you can do these as well if you look up Jaden Stitches doilies and placemats. Jaden Stitches doilies and placemats, they're there. Now there's lots of these things on YouTube. Obviously there's loads and loads. These are the ones I'm recommending that I use and I've used because I want to pay it forward to the people that are teaching me. Oh, this is beautiful. The next one, I hope everybody's okay in there. This isn't going on too long. Obviously, if you're not interested, you can turn me off. My lovely cup of coffee. So the next one, just hold with me 1 second. Sorry about that. So the next one is called V-Stitch Square Throw. Now there are 2 people that make a V-stitch throw that I use. They're very similar, and they do a beautiful job, of course. So this is by Blossom Crochet. Now there's lots of people that do a V-stitch throw, and you can use them at any time of the year. You can make them. They're very handy. They really work up well, and they look beautiful. So this is my Christmas one. These are all made, you know, to match, obviously. So this is lovely. This goes on the back of a chair. It's pretty long, but it is V-stitch. I'll just fold that now so you can see it a bit better. And again, isn't that gorgeous? And the colours are lovely. It just works up well, and then I edged it with a little bit of the wine, red, rust, whatever, wine. Same again, 4-ply yarn. You can make these for at any time of the year. You know, if you want a quick gift for someone for their birthday, or you're going to somebody's house, or if somebody's moving in somewhere and they're getting a new property and you want to make up a blanket really quick. The granny square, you know, that's one of my favorites, but the V-stitch is beautiful as well, and you can make them with any yarn, which is fantastic. And this is by Blossom Crochet. So thank you, Blossom Crochet, for a beautiful, beautiful blanket. And I do use them a lot. So that's that. Now this one. Okay, now we're getting into the newer stuff, because I've been working on, you know, making them over the last few years. Oh no, I have one more. I beg your pardon. No, wait, I'm sorry. I'm getting confused. So the next one, I've only finished it. And I will put photographs up of each of them for after. I'll try anyway. Or I'll do a video with them all. So the next one is called the Modern Granny Infinity Square Throw. So this is by Play Hooky With Me, and I fell in love with this stitch a few months ago. I made she does the square, and she also does a rectangle with the Modern Granny Infinity stitch. It's beautiful. It's like the block stitch. I fell in love with it. I made a a hexagon cardigan out of it, and I just loved it, really loved it. So I decided to make a wee little baby blanket, first Christmas for a baby, and this is it. Isn't that gorgeous? I just, oh my goodness, I just love this. I love the stitch. It's like a block stitch. I'll just hold it up there so you can actually see it. It's double crochets. Have that back to front if I. Sorry, pets. Yeah. So it's double crochets and chains and single crochets. Isn't it pretty? So baby's first Christmas. Isn't that gorgeous? Now this actually, I only made this a week or so ago, and I put a lovely little scalloped shell bottom edge on it. If you can see there. That's so pretty. It's baby's first Christmas blanket. And the stitch is the Modern Granny Infinity Square or Rectangle by Play Hooky With Me. I just love the stitch, and it's so versatile, and you can play with it, and you can do make a lot of things. And obviously you don't have to make this in Christmas colours. Look, you could even make a shawl in Christmas colours. You can make it in any colour, any colourway, any yarn actually you could make it with. I think it's just gorgeous. The yarn I used for this was Hobie's DK, and the Mega Ball, Hobie's DK Mega Ball, and just hold on, I'll find the other yarn. This. So I have this quite a while. So this is the yarn I used for that, and it's actually So Crafty by Aldi, and this is I don't think it can be got anymore. I have it for quite a while. It's called So Crafty, and it's a DK weight. You'd use it's a 4-ply. I'd say more than a DK weight. Just a second and see if it's written on it. There's 180 meters, 100% acrylic. Yeah, it doesn't say. I think it's a 4-ply. Yeah, it's pretty light. Yeah, so that's it. I think they were like, I don't know, I can't even remember the price of them, to be honest with you. I know I bought some myself, and then I saw somebody was selling them on Marketplace, so I grabbed them. So that's that yarn. I'll just stick that up there for now. And that's that beautiful blanket, baby's first Christmas. Just give you ideas, you know, by Play Hooky With Me. So thank you, Play Hooky With Me. I love it. I love the stitch. I hope you love it as well. So that's that. Okay, the next one I'm in love with. This is, I only came across this not so long ago. Excuse me. I only came across this not so long ago, and I had to try it. I got a little frustrated. Oh, I forgot to do in the ends. So this is absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous. The yarn I used is, I'll pull that out in a second. So this is called the Textured Blanket with Built-in Border, which I thought was amazing. As she says on it, some people just don't like going back over after doing all the work, and they don't want to put the border in, but sure, when we're crocheting, that's the norm. You have to put a border in it, or you don't have to, but anyway. So it's called Textured Blanket with Border, and it's by Kay's Crochet. And she has a couple of these on different styles, but I fell in love with this one, and I will put photos up, my videos up. So I'll just double it up so you can see. So it's made, oh, Back to front. So it's made with the alpine stitch. See? Beautiful. Now that's coming up like an orangey red, but it's not. It's a beautiful Christmassy red. And the border goes all the way around. If you can see the border there, I will lay it out and take a photograph and send it and put it up as well. So it's absolutely stunning. And that it works. Now it took me a little while to grasp it. It's a very easy pattern, very easy pattern. I caught onto it really quickly. The problem was I kept forgetting to count my stitches. So actually in the middle of it I had 20 rows done in the middle of this, and I had to go back because there's blocks of 5 stitches, 4 stitches and 5 stitches, and I put 4 stitches in instead of 5 where the 5 should have been. So I had to go all the way back. Like some people might not do that, but that would irritate me. So I had to go all the way back. I had to frog it all the way back and go again. So I'm just going to hold this up. I have it doubled so that you can see. And it's a beautiful throw. A beautiful throw, and the border goes all the way around, and she talks you through the whole lot of it. It's just, I love it. I absolutely love it. And this was made with, the yarn was, one second now when I find it. It's not it. I apologize. This was made with this. I had a couple of balls of this. It's called Faircraft Junior shade. There's 500 grams in the ball. There's 1500 meters, which is nearly 1600 yards. It's 100% acrylic, machine wash at 40 degrees. Cold rinse, short spin, do not wring. And it is dry cleanable. I wouldn't be putting it in the dryer anyway. And the shade is 132 red. It's beautiful. It's supposed to be double knitting, but for me it's a bit thicker than double knitting yarn, just a little bit thicker. So that's that. And the red, isn't it lovely? I think it's just gorgeous. I'm so delighted with how it turned out. So I was so happy with how it turned out, I decided to start the second one. Here it is, my little basket. So I'm doing it with a lighter 3-weight yarn in cream. I'm sorry, I've only started it 3 days ago. Isn't that pretty? Now it is a lighter weight, and a 4mm crochet hook I used on this. I think I used a 5.5 on the red one, but I love the way it comes together. Isn't that pretty? The alpine stitch is gorgeous. It's a lovely Christmas stitch, and this yarn is, get my hook, sorry, yeah, oh sorry, 4.5 I'm using. I thought it was a 4mm. Anyway, I might change that actually. So this yarn is Hobby's Everyday Mega. They're new. They have this in 100 gram balls, and they've had it for a while, and then they went on the bigger ball, which I was thrilled with because it's a lovely yarn. It's a really nice yarn. It's 100% acrylic. There's 400 grams, which is 14.1 ounce. Where am I? 1400 meters and 1531 yards, which is fabulous. That's fabulous. There's loads in it, and it is lovely and soft, and it is scarfable. It's gorgeous. 4mm needles and a 5mm crochet hook. And you can wash it, you can tumble dry it. That's cool. So it's called Hobby Everyday Mega, and they have the XL Mega, which is an hour weight, but I like this. It's a 3-weight. To me it's a 3-weight. They say it's double knitting, but I think it's, oh no, it's actually 3-weight. Look, it's a 3-weight, so it's very light. So oh, I might change now to the 4mm because I thought I was doing it with a 4mm hook. Anyway, I'm very pleased with it. That's how much I love the pattern. It's just so pretty. You could make a beautiful baby blanket or throw any yarn. You can work this with any yarn. Obviously when you're using the lighter it takes a bit longer. And the alpine stitch is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Actually, so this is by, we'll go back to it again, Textured Blanket with Border by Kay's Crochet. Thank you, Kay, for an absolutely gorgeous pattern. I can't wait to start one of your other ones. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So that's that done. Someone else I want to mention here is Bag o' Day, Crystal. Now, I actually don't have the blanket I made. She has a beautiful star. Crystal has a beautiful star blanket, and I made a Christmas one out of that, but I don't have it, it's gone, and I forgot to take photographs of it. So, but Crystal does an absolutely gorgeous blanket with the alpine stitch. So if you look up Bag o' Day blankets, you can go through with alpine stitch, they'll come up. She has a huge amount of tutorials, and they're just brilliant, and they're so beginner friendly. Most of them are beginner friendly, but even she says just try it, and she explains so easily. So Bag o' Day, thank you so much for all of your beautiful patterns and work through the year. I'm so grateful. I love your patterns. I've made your sweaters, I've made vests, I've made blankets, I've made cardigans, I've made hoodies, and I'm my eye on something else to make with your stuff. So thank you so much, Bag o' Day, for everything that you've done, that you've taught me. So okay, so we'll carry on. Where was I? Okay, so actually just going back to Bag o' Day, one of the things that I'm watching that I'm going to make for Christmas, she has a new thing out for the Easy Christmas Tree by Bag o' Day. Have a check out on that. It's the way she has it done is amazing. So yeah, that'll be probably one of my next projects for Christmas. So thank you so much, Crystal. I very much appreciate learning and listening and watching all of your tutorials, and how amazing a person you are and your family is. So there you go. So the next one is my own design. The design is mine, but I learned the stitch from somebody else. Okay, I'm sorry, now I have to bend down. It's in one of my tubs. I love these. These are fantastic. I got them on, I started getting them on Amazon a few years ago, and then I was able to pick them up in B&M in Derry, and they come with a lid. No, I don't have the lid near me. They come with a lid, and there's a hang on. Hello. They come with the lid, their lids, but there's a piece carved out on both sides of the lid. They clip in, fit in, and your yarn can feed out through the holes, see? And they're stackable, which is fantastic. So if you have a couple of whips on the go, there you go, you have them. I love them, I absolutely love them. They're called urban baskets, as far as I can remember. So this is my own design. Just put that over there for now. But the stitch, I learned the stitch is two stitches. One is the mini Suzette stitch. That's on the top of this. This is not finished, this is a whip that I'm in the middle of. And the main body of this is a Christmas sweater or jumper, whichever way you want to call it, that I started, but I'm not there yet. So this is it. I wanted a nice comfy sloppy sweater, if you can see. So the top stitch is called the mini Suzette stitch, and by Alison Russell Crochet. I learned that stitch from Alison. You can use it for anything, it's amazing. So I wanted the neckline a little bit different to the main body, and I love this stitch. It's called the mini Suzette stitch. So check out Alison's page. She has beautiful baby blankets and baby carrier blankets and bonnets and cardigans, and she just does beautiful things. So yeah, and then the other part, the body of it is made with the Suzette stitch. Now I've made quite a few things over the years with this, especially over the last 12 months. I make scarves and throws and you name it. So I made a hexagon as well, or I think, and a jumper. So this is the Christmas sweater, vintage Christmas sweater. I love the colours of the yarn, and the Suzette stitch was by Hooked by Robin. Now I've done quite a few things by Hooked by Robin over the years as well, since 2020. So her channel is beautiful as well, and she has absolutely gorgeous tutorials. So yeah, I've started on one sleeve. I'm tapering it in a little bit here, so it'll be gorgeous when it's finished. And the yarn I'm using is I bought this yarn quite a while ago and just never got into it. This is the yarn I'm using. Yarn Art Flowers Alpaca. And it has a starter. Woohoo! So we start from this. Oh, jeepers, I wish everybody that made cakes did the starter pull, the center pull. So it's Christmassy colours. Look, isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous, and it's so soft. Alpaca yarn is very soft, very soft. The only little niggle I have with this is that the hairs, see them, the fibres, I'm hoping most of them will come out of the wash, in the wash. The yarn is gorgeous. I'm not into mohair or anything like that, but I couldn't resist making the jumper with this for myself. Beautiful colours, and there's 20% alpaca and 80% acrylic, and it's really soft, really squishy, beautiful. There's 250 grams, 8.80 ounces, 940 meters, and 1,027 yards, which is quite a ball. So I have 3 of these. I'm in the middle of, I had to do a little bit of yarn manipulation to make sure that I want to match the sleeves. So I had to kind of separate the ball and what have you. So I'm not sure whether I need the second one, but I won't be long finding out. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful yarn. It's gorgeous. They have loads of colours, but I love this. I bought it a couple of years ago and I just didn't make anything. It goes from the cream to the gold. It might be better this way. The cream out to the gold, out to the red, and out to the green. It's gorgeous. I love it when it comes together, the way it's coming together. Put that over there, and that's my sweater. So thank you so much to Alison Russell Crochet for the mini Suzette stitch. Love it. It's absolutely beautiful. And Alison, your channel is fantastic, and I've made quite a few things from your channel, so I really appreciate you. Thank you. And the Suzette stitch was by Hooked by Robin. I've made quite a few bits and pieces from Hooked by Robin over the years. Love her tutorials. She makes lovely things. So check her out. Thank you so much, Robin. Okay, so that's that. And the next piece is called Dancing Dandelions. Now this is not a tutorial, but I had to give a shout out because I've used quite a few of this lady's patterns. One second now. And I've only started this one. I have made this already. So the pattern is called Dancing Dandelions. You can use it as a doily or as a rug. The pattern now, the lady that makes the patterns is a lady called Vanessa Smith. Now Vanessa Smith has a Facebook channel, and I think there's bits on YouTube. There's not a huge amount that I can remember, but she writes these amazing patterns. Now I'm dyslexic, so I would get a panic attack. No, that's exaggeration. I just could never read a pattern from when I started. Could never get into it. Couldn't get onto it, and I get so frustrated and upset. And as far as I'm concerned, crochet is for me to relax, and that's my peace space, and it's my relaxing and meditative, you know, enjoying making my pieces. And getting stressed out, it's not part of that. So I started following Vanessa and watching, and joined the group on Facebook. It's called Hooked by Sunshine, and joined the group, and I watched for a very long time and watched all these beautiful, magnificent pieces of art. That's all I can say that they are. People making Vanessa's patterns, and Vanessa also has fairies on the channel, people that actually support, that look after the people. So if I'm making some, just sorry, I'm getting tongue tied. So if I'm making something and I get confused, or I miss a stitch, or it doesn't look like it should look on the pattern, I can go into the Hooked on Sunshine Facebook page, ask the question, and one of the fairies, the ladies that look after everything on the channel, will come on, have a look at your, ask you probably to send a photograph and have a look at your pattern, and then say, look, you've missed a stitch here, or you forgot around there, or no, it looks fine, it'll be fine after. But the fairies, they're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. Vanessa's amazing. Vanessa pops on the odd time, but she has so many beautiful patterns. Like if you just Google Hooked on Sunshine or type it in on Facebook, you'll find her patterns, and you'll also find the channel. So I've made quite a few of Vanessa's blankets over since. Okay, so when I found the channel, I watched for a long time. Sorry, I'm going off on a different tangent. I watched for a very long time other people putting up photographs of their beautiful masterpieces, and I was like, I'll never do this. So then I got the courage and I decided, okay, I'm going to try. So the very first one I ever made was called the Wisteria, and I made it as a baby blanket, and I bought the pattern and I started, and I swear to God, I was blown away by how easy it was to follow, how easy it was to read. And then there was little photographs, and some of her patterns have a video, not all of them, only a couple, but you don't need the videos because the patterns are written so clearly. I mean, so explains all the any stitches, everything is very, very clear. I couldn't believe I was jumping up and down that I was able to read the pattern. I made the blanket, and it was a beautiful baby blanket. So then I went on to another one, I think it's called Whatchamacallit, and I made that. And then I went on to the next one, which is Doodad Was Getting Braver, Doodad, and I loved that, and I made that. And then if you go back on my channel, you'll see my masterpiece. I don't care, as far as I'm concerned, it's a masterpiece. I'm so proud of it. I was sick 2 years ago at Christmas. Was it 2 years? Yeah. It'll be 2 years at Christmas. Yeah, I was sick in the January, and I was actually in bed, something I don't do even when I am sick. I don't stay in the bed. It's just not my thing. I like to get up in the morning, do my bits up here, and then make my bed and go down and, you know, have breakfast or whatever. So I'm not a stay in the bed person, but I did, because I was pretty sick. I had COVID and I wasn't well at all. So I said, right, I'm going to start something. So she brought out this new pattern called, it's a big huge square, it's called New Beginnings. So off I went and started that, and I then mashed it with Doodad and Whatchamacallit patterns, put a bit of the two of them in, and I call it my masterpiece. And I put in my own few stitches as well, which I'm kind of a rebel like that. But it turned out amazingly. So I just wanted to mention her on this Paying It Forward Christmas in July video. Vanessa, I just want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate all the work you do, all the support and help you get and organize for us, your patrons, to get or your channel followers. You have the most beautiful patterns, and thank you so much. This is my Paying It Forward for Christmas in July. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm going to start as a tradition. So I actually only started this, and it's called Dancing Dandelions. Now you won't be able to see, I've only started it. I have another one of these actually that I've made them as gifts. So this is it, if you can see it. Is there anything I can put behind it? Maybe just so you can see properly. That might help. So it works out beautifully. You can use it as a doily, as a centerpiece. I'm going to be using it as a centerpiece for my table. And they're fine and big, so my idea is to make the full one and then to make two smaller ones on each side and have it as my centerpiece. And it's gorgeous. When it does worked up fully, it's beautiful, and it's once you get going, you love it. So if you're interested in that, it's Dancing with Dandelions, the pattern. If you're interested in checking out the group, do go and look. It's Hooked on Sunshine on Facebook, and the lady's name is Vanessa Smith. She makes the most beautiful patterns, honestly. This is the yarn I'm using. I bought these a couple of months ago, and it's called Muffin Magic Drops by Stenley, and it has these beautiful, I thought they were just vintage antique colors, with the red, and it goes darker red and the little, and then into the green and the darker green, and then there's flecks of gold. I don't know if you can see that, flecks of gold through it all. I think it's just beautiful. It turned out so nice, and they're called Muffin Magic Drops, and I get them from a company called Pleta Yarn. So this is, you wash it 30 degrees, hook size between 3 and 5 depending on your drape, what you want in the drape, and it's 80% acrylic, 20% lurex, and there's 1100 meters, which is almost 1200 yards, I think. But it's a beautiful yarn, and it is strands, so there's 4 strands. Let's see if I can do this so you can see it. There's 4 strands, and I use a bead. Where's my bead? Oh, I don't know where the bead went. So I normally use a little bead, and I put it on, well, before I start, I slip the yarn through the little bead, and that's my guide, because sometimes this can get, one can kind of pull up a bit, so if you're using the bead, and it keeps them straight. I mustn't have put the bead on, but anyway. which is very easy to do, and this is a lovely yarn. It is soft, it's not hard, but as a centerpiece I think it'll be gorgeous, and they have lots of different colors. So that's Vanessa Smith's Dancing Dandelions by Hooked on Sunshine and Vanessa Smith. So there we go. Thank you, Vanessa. And the next one, this is something I've been working on for a while. You know, sometimes it's nice to just have like do a motif and move and leave it alone and go back to it and go back to it. I've been at this now for a while. So this is the motifs. So I have one. We start off with this. So the motifs are like big hexagons. You can see. Again, in the the antique yarn colors I liked for my theme, my sitting room. And this is by the Crochet Crowd, Mikey. Now I've made quite a few things. Mikey has a beautiful channel on YouTube, and he does lovely tutorials. And this is called Desert Dreams Throw Motif. So you could use it for any time of the year. It doesn't. You could even use them as doilies. You know, you don't have to put them together. But I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 made so far. And I've done, like this one now has the white in the center. Yeah, the white in the center. Aren't they pretty? And then you put them all together. And the yarn I was using for all of these, I bought quite a bit of this in, I don't know, it's a 2020. And it's the Aldi's crafty yarn. Now it's nice and soft, it washes well, and it's an Aran weight. But I did buy quite a few of these in I think it was 2020, and that's what I made out of, like, oh, you can see the flow of the colours, they're the same. And I started this last year, I think, or yeah, and I just do one every now and then. It's just if I wanted something small, you know, just to be able to make. So this is the yarn. It's Aldi's. It's 75% acrylic and 25% wool, which is nice. I don't normally use wool because it irritates me, but this is not too bad. There's 400 grams, 800 meters, and the color of this is K417. I don't even know if it's still available because I haven't bought any more. I don't normally buy any more from Aldi. I just don't. It's very, I don't, well, we do have an Aldi, but in Ireland it's very hard to get the wool, you know, and they don't announce it, it just arrives, so you might miss it. So that's the green and the wine. I don't have any of the cream there, so I don't know where that is. So that's the yarn, and they're the motifs. Aren't they pretty? So you could just use them as placemats or doilies, or if you didn't want to put them together, but they're beautiful put together. I've seen a couple of the throws when you join them all together, and they're easy enough, and he explains easily enough, which is good. So that's Desert Dreams Throw motif by Mikey. Thank you so much, Mikey. I appreciate all the work that you put in. And actually, I just wanted to say, shout out, well done for everything that you're working on personally. Sending out love and light to you. So thank you for all your beautiful videos and your tutorials and the giggles. So thank you. That's me paying it forward for Christmas in July. So they're all of my makes so far. Oops, I'm just going to take a drink. So that, yeah, they're all my makes. So I just want to say once again, I don't do tutorials, as I said earlier at the beginning, and I've said it quite a few times. I just don't. I get too stressed out. But YouTube has taught me, so many creators on YouTube have taught me so much that I'm so grateful for, because crochet is my peace. It brings me joy, it brings me peace, it takes my head down. If anybody knows that, that might suffer from depression or anxiety or stress, it helps me to calm. It's meditative, and I just wanted to do something nice for all the people that have helped me, teaching me this beautiful craft, this absolutely unique, beautiful, creative craft. I wanted to say thank you. So this is my form of Christmas in July, but I'm calling it paying it forward Christmas in July crochet. There's such a, since I started crocheting, I'm calmer. I'm even in times of really tough things going on in our lives here as a family, crochet is the thing I go to, and it's amazing. And the people that I've shown all these bits now, they're not just, there are quite a few more, that I've learned other things from, but I've just picked out the main ones that I use, that I watch, that I've learned from over the last few years, and I thought this would be a nice way. So I'm paying it forward to all of you beautiful YouTube creators that have taught me this beautiful, beautiful, unique creative crochet. I want to say thank you to all of you, because you're amazing, and I absolutely love watching your videos and learning from you, and I have learned so much, so much. So I know this is July, but I'm sure, these are all the makes that I make for Christmas, but you can obviously you can use them for anything. It doesn't have to be Christmas. And I'm just so grateful. I know I'm falling over my tongue now and splitting and spluttering. So thank you to all the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful creators. I'm just mentioning my Jaden Stitches, Sparkly one, Hectanuga one, Fiber Flux, Bella Coco, Jaden Stitches, Crochet Jewel, Zielle's Creation, ZHIELLE Creation, Bella Coco, Play Hooky With Me, Kay's Crochet, Bag O' Day, Alison Russell Crochet, and Hooked by Robin Crochet, and of course Vanessa Smith, and Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. I'm so grateful to all of you for all your beautiful patterns, and for teaching and I am absolutely grateful. This is for you, paying it forward, so thank you. Anyway, so going on from here, just 1 second. So I just wanted to talk about some Christmas yarn. So again, this is Hobbies, got a little pulled, Hobbies Everyday Mega Christmas color. Isn't that beautiful? Now this is true Christmas green. It's not coming up properly, don't know why, but it is the nice Christmas green. Hobby Everyday, and the color is number 20, and there's 1,531 yards on this, which is fantastic. Same as the cream one I'm using at the moment for Kay's blanket. So that's the Mega Ball green, or not the Mega Ball, Everyday Mega, and that's the Christmas red. Isn't that gorgeous? 1,500 yards, and they're really soft and squishy, so they're lovely. And this is the one I made with blanket, Kay's creation, which aren't, oh sorry, 1 second. These are $9.99 with Hobby. $9.99 for Hobby. They've only brought these out in the last little while. They also have the Mega Ball, but I wanted to try these. They're only $9.99, which is fantastic for that amount of yarn. Really fantastic. And this is the Faircraft Junior shade DK. It's a lovely yarn. It's a tiny bit, it's not as soft as I'd like it, but when it washes it's fantastic. So that's the one I made the blanket from. I said it earlier. These are Stanley muffins. I bought these a couple of years ago, and these are for Christmas colors. If you can see the green, it goes from green to white to red, and they're called Muffin. And again, there's 4 strands. I put a little bead on to hold the strands, same as you'd use, I suppose, for cotton cakes, and you'd use between a 2 and a 4 crochet hook, and there's 200 meters on it, which is wow. 200 meters, sorry, 2,000 meters, so maybe 240, 250 yards, 430 grams, and it's 100% acrylic. And that's the bottle Christmas green and white and red. Isn't that lovely? And there were I think 10 euros or 11 euros per case when I bought them, which was a couple of years ago, and I haven't used them yet. Here's some more Christmas yarn. I know I bought this to make it another blanket, but I haven't started on it. This is the Christmas Super Saver, Red Heart Super Saver. I got this on eBay. Excuse me. I beg your pardon, just let me take a drink. I cut myself off. Not often when I'm recording. Sorry about that. So this is Red Heart Super Saver, and it's called Mistletoe, and it's a size 4 yarn. It's 100% acrylic. 5 ounces, 141 grams, which is 236 yards, and they're beautiful Christmas colours. But actually trying to get that here in Ireland is a nightmare, but I was able to get it on eBay, which was handy, from the UK. Isn't that lovely? So yeah, so that's another little bit of Christmas yarn. And these, which I think is gorgeous. This is 2 of 3. This is Premier Basics Multi, and they're gorgeous Christmas colours. So this is just, you know, if you're looking for a multicolour or something nice, to make. It's a worsted weight, 245 yards, 224 meters, 5 ounces, 140 grams, 100% acrylic, and it's been tested and proved and approved. It's soft enough, it is. They're lovely colours, gorgeous colours. So I got these on Amazon from the States, so I'm very happy with them. So that's it, I think. That's me done with all my few bits. So just remember, any pattern that you're used to using, you know, like a granny stitch, or you've learned a pattern, you've done it so many times, you can make beautiful Christmas throws and blankets out of it. You can, you know, placemats, coasters, sets. They're lovely gifts for people at Christmas. And again, all the patterns, you don't have to use them for Christmas. Maybe not the Christmas stocking, but all the rest of them you can use them for anything. But so I know this is the longest video I've ever made, I think, but I just wanted to pay it forward, give something back. So I want to thank all of my subscribers, all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for sticking with me, for watching, for sharing, for liking. I really, really appreciate it. Like, if you like the video, seemingly that helps, so my son says. I'm almost at 1,000, which is amazing. I'm blown away by it, but I'm really, really grateful, and I'm glad that, you know, people are interested in my videos. Mostly crochet related and yarn related, but sometimes there's little nuggets of love, little experiences that I've experienced, you know, in my life that might help other people. So thank you all for watching. I'm sending out blessings and love to everyone. I'm so grateful for all of you. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous long weekend, because it's coming up, the weekend. We have a bank holiday weekend here for August, so I can't believe it's going to be August. Oh my God, tomorrow's August. But so have a fabulous weekend, have a fabulous day, stay safe, believe in yourself. You are enough. Blessings, and thank you again. I nearly forgot. This is another Christmas yarn that I only got recently. Only found this company recently. They're called Puff Flower, and this is a special shout out because I think the idea of having a beautiful big cake with a center pull is just spot on, amazing. So thank you, Puff Flower. This is called a mega yarn cake, and it's I can't see a name on it, but it's Christmas yarn. Look at that. Now I know there's other Christmas yarn similar, but this comes in a cake form, and there's like I think it's 900 yards on it. I'm really sorry, I can't see the amount. Oh, I beg your pardon, 1,200 meters, so almost 1,300 yards by Puff Flower. Isn't that gorgeous? Real sparkly, beautiful yarn. So thank you, Puff Flower, for a beautiful cake. They're absolutely stunning. It would be great if you did them in solid colours as well. I'd really appreciate that. So I'm very grateful. Thank you, Puff Flower. This is such a beautiful yarn. Have a look at her site. It's pufflower.com, www.pufflower.com. And this is hand tied with double knitting, double DK yarn, premium quality acrylic yarns. And now she's doing chunky yarns as well. I spotted the other day, trying to stay away, not to buy. So that's another Christmas yarn. So I'm paying it forward. Thank you so much, Puff Flower. I appreciate it. I'm paying it forward with Christmas in July. Take care.